Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can start.
Uh,
So now we're going to see MUDFLOW, right? MUDFLOW is
yes.
okay. How are we going to plan this? MUDFLOW needs several things, right? One is FlowDroid,
Yeah.
and FlowDroid is a time-consuming static analysis tool,
Yes.
and also it has a lot of configuration settings,
Yes.
and it depends on what amount of RAM you are using, what amount of time you are given for every
Yes.
individual application, and
Yes.
also it is going to be referring to certain APKs and do some processing in parallel. It needs to use multiprocessing and all that. Can you just give a brief description of the flow that happens in MUDFLOW paper? I mean MUDFLOW implementation. Like how do we start? How do we process? How do we do classification? And how do we end up?
Yeah. First of all, we need to configure the MUDFLOW uh, simulation settings. Like like the only time-consuming thing is the flow joy, so we need to first configure this file named MUDFLOW config.txt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, inside this there are only four settings options here. The first one is the multi-processes for FlowJoy, and the second one is the max RAM assigned for each process for FlowJoy, and the third one is the timeout for each process.
Application.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can give 20M means 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
So we can also give in seconds, or only it supports 20 minutes.
Yes. Or hours. You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then platform path is the place where you have this Android platforms
Yes.
jar files.
Yes.
Okay, so we give this, and this is an absolute path, right? Platform path should be absolute path or relative path.
Both are okay.
So you made a copy of all the jar files inside your location,
Yes.
and wherever we cloned your repository from GitHub, this should be okay. This
Yes.
setting should be okay.
Yes.
And
But the one
RAM
thing is you have to updating the Android platforms.
jars, yeah, Android platform jars. Okay, so this is the config. How about, okay, this is to begin the FlowDroid process, right?
Yeah.
So what will happen when we do FlowDroid initially? When a given application is going through FlowDroid, what will happen?
It will first.
Not FlowDroid, sorry, MUDFLOW. First, we have a set of applications, positive and negative samples,
Yes.
and we call your MUDFLOW code.
Yeah.
So what will happen first? It will do the FlowDroid for each of the applications,
Yes.
and then come up with the FlowDroid output file.
Actually, it will generate the FlowJoy output file, and after that, MUDFLOW will go through the FlowJoy output file and get the source and thing, source and thing pairs, and to formatting a set of feature files.
Okay, there are three types of features, right? It will
Yes.
have three feature files: method features, class features, and
Yes,
source and
yes.
category features.
Yes.
So first, it will run the FlowDroid and get the FlowDroid output. It's a text file. It's a huge text file.
Yes.
And MUDFLOW will process the FlowDroid output one by one
Yeah.
and make three feature files.
Yes.
And then these three feature files will be used to build the classifier
Yeah.
for MUDFLOW.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see MUDFLOW execution. So config is done. What are the command line arguments and what is the expected output for it? Do we have multiple py files for MUDFLOW or only one file?
Only one called MUDFLOW.py.
Python, right?
The first argument should be the Mava applications
Folder.
folder. Yeah. I took a small.
One more dot dot and then mal. Capital mal or small mal?
Capital.
Okay.
Yeah, these are two folders containing some malware and binarware.
Okay, where is your Flow-Droid code? It's
Uh,
all there in,
yes,
because
it's
Flow-Droid needs you to set certain source and sync
yes.
configurations.
Both are all of these FlowDroid things are inside this folder. Like
That's what we
this.
see in red,
Yeah.
those jar files,
Yes.
and the configuration of all the source and sync names is there.
Yeah.
So which means we are actually discussing with the author of the MUDFLOW some months ago,
yeah.
in which we thought we are not complete in terms of all the sources and syncs mentioned.
Yes.
So if I get any more information, I should update this file, the source and syncs.txt.
Yes.
Okay, let me just check the files quickly here. So classification report, these are all output files. I think probably these need to be removed from the repository, right?
Yes.
What about
Yeah.
classification.py?
This is the classification portion of the MUDFLOW.
You said that there is only one py file.
Yeah, but it will be called in
Oh,
MUDFLOW.
okay. For execution, we don't need to worry about
Yes,
this, but
yes.
just need to place this module there.
Yeah.
And this one can be removed from the GitHub.
Yeah.
And easy taint wrappers source.txt.
This is also a config
For Flow-Droid.
For FlowDroid.
We don't need to edit this, right?
For most cases, no.
Which
Actually-
cases we need to edit this?
Actually, according to MUDFLOW, also we can ignore this text
Mhm.
wrap.
Mm-hmm. So what is inside this text file?
I'm not able to understand this thing, but it will only be used in FlowJoys or.
Okay, it's independent of
advanced-
MUDFLOW.
Yeah.
Okay, global data you will use it,
Yes.
and config you already showed us what.
Yes.
And MUDFLOW.py is what we are going to run now.
Yeah.
And MUDFLOW utils is somewhere, some util functions that you will be calling
Yes.
from your code. Platforms is like all the jar files.
Yeah.
README we need it for GitHub and all that. These are the source code jars
Yes.
for the MUDFLOW.
For
And
FlowDroid.
Flow-Droid.
Yeah.
And source and sync.txt is an important file that we need to edit later when we want to add more syncs and source APIs.
Yes.
And this one can also be removed, right? Because these are independent. We need it for MUDFLOW code.
Yes, we
Okay.
need to map the SUSE
Category of the
to
APIs
yeah,
to the
yeah.
source and sync. Alright, so we just go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, the first two arguments should be the data set,
Yes.
and the third one should be the granularity. I mean the category or class or
Methods.
methods.
Hmm.
So if we gonna give the class,
Hmm.
we just give the one. If we gonna give the category, we just give 100.
Okay.
All class should be 010.
And
And,
then methods will
yeah.
be
Yeah.
001. And can you give 111?
Yeah, also can, but it will combine all the category and class and method together. Yeah. But actually, we need one granularity.
Only one at a time. So
Yes, one
it
at a
is
time.
going to be only one in the entire bitmap
Yeah.
as per the paper setting. But if we want, then we can have
Yes, yes.
ones in any place as well.
Yeah.
111, 001, 101, 011, anything. Okay. So then
Then it will process the FlowJoy. Yeah. Do we need to?
yes.
Okay. So we gonna. What is this?
str to int not supported. You are not converting Flow-Droid. Is this actually from the repository?
Yes, but
You are not making a string. You cannot pass the string as an argument, right? You need to convert this into the integer, right? Why there are so many errors? I'm really not sure whether this is the latest copy. Are you really sure that this is the latest copy, or somewhere you? I mean, you gave me certain outputs from VM Cloud and all that, right? It should be down. It should be down. You just put /mp and hit enter. That should find you. /mp. Just type slash. Put slash. Okay, now you need to make. Where is this one coming from? You want to find this one, right? There is only one place where you load this. Where is this coming from?
This should be from the config file.
Yes. There is only one place where you refer this. How does it become actually called? Huh? This one itself is not defined, right?
Cannot.
Where do you load the config file?
I load from the MUDFLOW or global data, I think. No, from where? Load from YouTube. Yeah, I forgot to force it into an integer.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can we do one thing? I think we are